Welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining in. So what is happening right now with price action of Bitcoin? Because if you look at the price structure here starting in a daily time frame, we can clearly see there could be a huge opportunity arising here in horizon. Why? Because if you look at these indicators, the indicators that was clearly showing the weakness here in price action of Bitcoin is now turning into favor of bulls. You can see here the MACD is clearly showing us the bullish MACD cross, and it's also heading towards the positive territory. RSI line has already jumped above 50 level, as you can see here, right? And the most interesting thing is this T3CCI, which is clearly in a positive territory, also in favor of bulls. So that's why this price movement, what we are witnessing, could be preparing for another very interesting price movement, because we were aware the resistance from this Williams alligator indicator has already been pierced, and now we could also be witnessing a bullish Williams alligator indicator crossover that could be happening very soon here in a daily time frame. And not just only the Williams alligator indicator, the 20 exponential moving average and the 50 exponential moving average is also about to flash this crossover that could be clearly in favor of bulls. So now, even if we are going to see some more shakeout, we are aware this moving averages along with this Williams alligator indicator in a daily time frame is going to act as a strong line of support for Bitcoin. But now, if you look at this scenario here in bit differently, guys, you can also see. And now, guys, again here in a daily time frame, I want to show you another interesting scenario that could still be in favor of bulls, because according to this falling wedge, since this falling wedge occurred when the trend was heading to the upside, right? What does this mean? If we look at this falling wedge pattern, two different examples. One here is the continuation pattern and one is the reversal pattern. In our case, since it was an uptrend when we formed this falling wedge, right, you can see similarly this falling wedge upper line was a strong line of resistance, lower line was a strong line of support, forming this lower highs, lower low continuation pattern. But in our case, you can see we did had a similar scenario where price also found a strong support at this lower line area and rejection from the upper line area of this falling wedge. But now you can see we have clearly broken above it. What does this actually mean? So if this is falling wedge and the trend is going to continue here to the upside, you can see the price target is measured in this manner from this top till the bottom area. So in our case, if this is going to continue, guys, then we are aware we could be heading towards this 51 to 52,000 price range here in upcoming days for Bitcoin. But please take this into consideration. This doesn't mean the price has to see a movement in this manner, right? We could still see some more range bound type of scenario, even a shakeout maybe, and then again jump here towards this price range of 51 to 52,000. And why this 51 52,000 also makes a lot of sense for Bitcoin, because if you have watched my video from yesterday, I did show you, according to this CPI indicator, which is the leading indicator, the new price target for this month has also been already priced, and you can see here this is lying around $51,296. So that's why, since the price has clearly broken the resistance from this 3 CPI line, right, and now we are also above it, and we are aware if we do see a fake out this lines here to the downside along with this Williams alligator indicator and this moving averages, is going to be one strong line of support around this 45 to 46,000 price area for Bitcoin. And also here, according to the CPI indicator, I want to show you one very interesting thing, guys, because if you look at this price action from the past, you can clearly see with each and every price movement, the price of Bitcoin always tested the first monthly R1 line. You can see from 2020 April, May, June, you can see with each and every price movement we tested the monthly R1 line. But in September, you can see the September month from last year, we didn't touch the CPI line. What happened after that? The price headed to the downside and tested the monthly support line. And after this consolidation, we also started the new month below the previous month, right? You can see below the CPI line. And then we started this new journey, and this new journey started exactly from October. And after this October month, you can see the price of Bitcoin went completely parabolic. So right now, in our case, you can see here, we had some weakness because it was also September month. In our case, the price also came at the top of this monthly R1 line. Doesn't mean it's like completely bearish, but you can see now, if this similar scenario is going to unfollow again, just like from past Bitcoin price action, the October month was the beginning of this massive rally here in past Bitcoin price action. So let's see how the price of Bitcoin is going to do. But for us right now, this monthly R1 line is going to be the first monthly price target for Bitcoin, that's lying around $51,296. And now I am going to show you one very interesting scenario that could be also unfolding around this price range. Let me show you that here in a smaller time frame. So guys, now what we are going to do is we are going to look at this price action of Bitcoin here in a smaller time frame, because if you look at this price structure here, this was a very nice broadening wedge type of scenario. We broke out of it, we came back here, we retested the previous temporary resistance line, started this rally here to the upside. But if you look at this rally, you can see a pretty similar scenario is unfolding right now, which is also indicating if this similar scenario is going to play out, the price of Bitcoin could be ready for this next movement. Because if you look at this price structure here, you can see we were forming this ascending triangle after this really nice move here to the upside. We broke out of this upper line area, which temporarily acted as a resistance, right? And started this new rally again. And now guys, if you look at this one here, right, this price movement, it is also flashing a pretty similar scenario just like here, right? So that's why if this is going to be another ascending triangle breakout, just like here from past Bitcoin price action, then we have to turn this resistance around 48,500 into support. If that is going to happen, right, if we are going to turn this resistance and flip it into support, then guys, we could be ready for this next move again here to the upper direction, just like here from past Bitcoin price action. So let's see if the price of Bitcoin is able to follow this ascending triangle. But for us, the most important thing is this: in a daily time frame, we want the price at any cost to stay above this 46 to 45,000 price range. If that is going to happen, then this trend could still be in favor of bulls and could be heading towards this 50 to 51,000 price range here in the immediate short term. And now, before I conclude this video guys, I just want to make you aware, if you are unaware of my Twitter account, it's Crypto Anup. Feel free to follow me there. And also, if you want to know what I do in daily basis, then you can also follow me on Instagram, which is Anup Tungana. This is the only official Instagram account I have. There are many scammers using similar name and approaching you, so please be careful. And for confirmation, you can always look at the video description down below. So by saying this, I'm signing out. Bye bye guys.